Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner and user of Mint Mobile, with a special holiday message. If you sign up now for 3 months, you get 3 months free on every one of our plans, even unlimited. Now, I realize this is more of a holiday offer than it is a holiday message. But if you read between the lines, you can see a message in there. It says we love you. Visit mintmobile.com/switch for the offer.
Limited time new customer offer. Activate within 45 days. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. Unlimited customers using more than 40 gigabytes per month will experience lower speeds. Video streams at 480p. See mintmobile.com for details.
On today's Smart 7, junior doctors get the cold shoulder, a mass shooting in Prague, and lots more. It's Friday 22nd of December, it's the winter solstice, and happy birthday, Meghan Trainor.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
13 aid agencies joined together on Thursday to appeal to US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin to protect civilians from Israeli attacks across the Gaza Strip. It comes as the official death toll for Palestinian civilians has hit 20,000. There's still no sign of a ceasefire despite a UN resolution, and attempts to push one through the UN Security Council failed so far, but a further vote is due on Friday on a resolution which focuses on boosting the flow of aid into Gaza. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer was in Estonia on Thursday visiting NATO troops, and he added his voice to the calls for a break in the fighting.
I do support a sustainable ceasefire and a return to the position we were in just a few weeks ago, where the hostilities did cease. That provided a foothold for a political process to actually resolve this in favour of a two-state solution.
Foreign Secretary Lord Cameron was in Egypt meeting with Egyptian officials as the UK continues to work on ways to get more aid into Gaza as 2.3 million people face famine.
The UK is playing a very constructive role at trying to build consensus for a resolution which is effectively all about delivering humanitarian aid.
Junior doctors are on the final day of a 3-day strike, and they are due to hit the picket lines again in January, this time for 6 days. They're still pursuing a 35% pay claim, which they say is needed to make up for ongoing pay cuts over the past number of years. They may have hoped that new Health Secretary Victoria Atkins might be more sympathetic than the previous incumbent Steve Barclay, but after her latest TV appearance, that does not appear to be the case. She was listing out the government's agreements with other medical groups when she decided to rebrand junior doctors to something that sounds significantly less impressive.
We've managed to find a fair and reasonable settlement for specialty doctors as well. The last cohort is that of junior doctors, or doctors in training as I prefer to call them.
That didn't go down well with the doctors in training, and they also disputed her claim that many didn't want to go on strike, either this week or in January. Dr. Andrew Myerson, one of the junior doctors in question, says the public understand what's at stake.
After 10 years of the worst assault on the NHS in living memory, the British public know that we are fighting for them. And they know that this government is fighting for billionaires, is fighting for people who want to privatize the system. And so for that reason, I know that the public will stay with us.
There was a mass shooting in the Czech Republic on Thursday afternoon. It's a highly unusual event in Czechia. In fact, it's only the third in the last 10 years. A 24-year-old student at the Charles University in the centre of Prague appears to have carried out a premeditated attack, and police say he had significant quantities of ammunition. He killed at least 14 people, injuring 25 more, 10 of those seriously, before police stormed the building and eliminated him, although it's not clear precisely what happened. The shooter's father had been found dead earlier on Thursday, and police say there's no connection with any international terrorism. Prime Minister Peter Fiala addressed the nation to announce a national day of mourning after the attack.
Dear fellow citizens, let us now think of those who have lost their loved ones and for whom this Christmas will be unimaginably sad. At this difficult time, we should come together with our consideration, honor and mutual understanding to show our respect for the victims of this brutal crime.
Ukraine's hopes of getting fresh US military and financial aid in their battle against Russia appear to be frozen until the beginning of 2024. The US Senate has been working on a deal which would see aid for Israel and Ukraine, along with new plans to boost US border security, but negotiators have not been able to come to an agreement before the Christmas break. With ammunition and equipment running low, it could be a tough start to the year for Ukraine, and NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg is urging negotiators to get to a deal as soon as they can.
I continue to count on the United States and the US Congress to agree a substantial package for Ukraine, because this is not charity. This is not only something we do to support Ukraine. We do it because it is an investment in our own security.
Still to come on the Smart 7, the Super League could return and we introduce Ski Crash TV right after this.
Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Welcome back.
There was one game in the Premier League on Thursday which saw Crystal Palace draw 1-1 with Brighton. Meanwhile, a ruling from the European Court of Justice has opened the door for a return of the short-lived Super League. The original plan collapsed in 2021 after the Union of European Football Associations took disciplinary action against the clubs planning to get involved, including Man City, Man United and Chelsea. Court action followed, and Thursday's ruling found that UEFA acted illegally in blocking the proposed Super League and that they and FIFA had been abusing a dominant position. At 22 Sports and the two teams still keen on the Super League, Real Madrid and Barcelona said the judgment had set football free, but it's not clear what their next steps will be. UEFA President Alexander Seferin was busy claiming the ruling is a positive.
The judgment is actually positive as it embraces the key features of the European football pyramid: open competitions, sporting merit, and solidarity. And you have in this press conference its governing body and all recognized stakeholders. All.
Lad Baby's reign of terror over the Christmas charts finally came to an end last year. They were number one for 5 years in a row, donating all the proceeds to the Trussell Trust, a food bank charity. Their absence has meant that this year's race to be number one is wide open, with Mariah Carey, Elton John and the Pogues all in the running. The two acts most likely to grab the crown are Wham with Last Christmas or former Eurovisionist Sam Ryder. He says he can't believe it's so close, but he's still pushing for the win.
I know what you're thinking if you're watching this. All new Christmas songs are rubbish. And listen, I understand. But I think you'll like our one, and we've been going up and down all around the country. We're doing everything we possibly can to make this Christmas miracle come true, because it's not often you find yourself in a chart race against the almighty Wham.
If you're a fan of car crash TV, then you're definitely going to love the new genre that just dropped. Yep, it's Ski Crash TV, as the world gets to see inside the ridiculous trial over whether or not goopy millionaire and actress Gwyneth Paltrow deliberately crashed into Terry Sanderson. He's a retired optometrist who was skiing in Utah when he claims he was hit by the star, causing brain injuries. She, on the other hand, says she yelled, "You skied into my effing back." You can relive the 8-day trial right now on Discovery+.
For Paltrow, her reputation, there was a lot at stake here.
There are people who love to hate her.
Terry Sanderson was looking to be famous and was looking to chase a celebrity.
He didn't know who it was. Who was at fault?
I think it's more likely than not that he hit her.
Essentially, the only two people in this world who know the truth are Gwyneth Paltrow and Terry Sanderson.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.